In this video, we're going to look at Landry Shamet's awesome performance as a starter in Game 3. Landry Shamet was really good in Game 3, and here, he's in transition. He recognizes that there's really no one stopping the ball, so he keeps going and he forces the issue, and by doing so, he gets Ivica Zubac into a good offensive rebound space so that he can rebound the miss and put it up and in. Here's the highlight of the night for Landry Shamet. Screen set by Paul George, forces the switch. However, it's a show by Dorian Finney-Smith. He should have came out higher to kind of push him off. Shamet goes right around it, and look at this point. He's going to take off of his left foot and just dunk right all over Boban Marjanovic. What an actual play by Landry Shamet. Even when you miss shots, there can be good process here. Landry Shamet realizes no one's stopping the ball yet again. He's going to drive, go up with a left-handed layup. It's a little bit too strong because he's moving too fast and he misses it. However, the process here is good. All right, here we go. Classic look for Landry Shamet coming off of a double staggered screen. This is what you like to see for the Clippers. This is what gets Landry Shamet going. Here we go. Paul George screens against Seth Curry right there. That's the first screen. Shamet's then going to curl up around the wing. Ivica Zubac screens on Seth Curry a second time. This enables Landry Shamet to get off a good clean look, and Shamet knocks it down. This is a big thing. Just the threat of a shot opens up so much for a team's offense and for an individual player. Here, Shamet's going to come off of a Zubac pin down against Seth Curry, and then he's going to Iverson cut right across the nail, and he's going to get the ball from Kawhi Leonard in a mini post up at the elbow and then give it back. And now here is a ball screen by Shamet. The Clippers like to run a lot of guard ball screens, and it works really well. Shamet knows that Curry's going to close out hard. Shamet attacks the closeout, goes up really strong with this layup attempt against Kristaps Porzingis, and he finishes it at the rim. Another valuable offensive contribution from Landry Shamet was just knowing where to be. Here, he realizes that Tim Hardaway Jr. is looking at Kawhi Leonard, so he cuts along the baseline, settles perfectly right into the space that is vacated, gets the ball, and lays it in. The Clippers got a little bit back to their bread and butter, which is Kawhi Leonard, Ivica Zubac pick and rolls, and it yields a good look here. Here, Zubac screens for Kawhi Leonard and rolls, and in doing so, when Leonard goes downhill, Shamet's wide open, catches the ball to his chest, does not bring it down to his knees, goes up in one fluid motion, gets a good look off, and he knocks it down. Landry Shamet is a sniper. I put this play in here because it's fun. Amir Coffey goes after the loose ball at the end of the third quarter. Shamet just dribbles up, gets a good look, but he's on the move, fading towards the rim, and he's going to bury this. This is just a fun play, and I couldn't leave it out. Once again, just recognizing things at a high level is what Landry Shamet can do, especially in the starting unit. Here, if you just look at Kawhi Leonard here, he's pointing Zubac to get out of the paint because Marcus Morris is posted up against Seth Curry, and that's a matchup that the Clippers like. Morris then gives it back to Kawhi and reposts. Now watch Dallas's defense here. Shamet's wide open in the corner because they're slanting over to double Morris. Morris sees him, zips it over to Shamet. Shamet then smartly attacks the closeout because it's a hard closeout by Tim Hardaway Jr. Goes up, challenges Porzingis. Zubac does a good job of boxing out Porzingis and lays it in. Shamet is a capable defender. Here, he shows on Luka Doncic, forcing him to knock it around the corner and then retreats right through, picks up his man back in the corner. He's matched up with Tim Hardaway Jr. here. Hardaway Jr. is a very athletic player and a good shooter. But watch what Shamet does. He gets back in front of Hardaway. When Hardaway spins, he keeps his weight balanced, stays with him, defends the shot perfectly, and forces a miss. This is excellent work. Being able to have a defender who does not die on screens is a big deal. Here, Shamet's going to get screened by Kristaps Porzingis, but he's going to fight over the top of this screen so that when Tim Hardaway Jr. pulls up from three, Shamet's in a solid contest position, and Hardaway Jr. misses the shot. Like I said, fighting over screens, fights over the handoff screen. He's going to be able to stay in front of Tim Hardaway Jr. This allows Kawhi Leonard to stay on Porzingis, and in doing so, it forces Porzingis into a tough shot that Kawhi Leonard bothers in a masterful way. The offensive rebound is going to be gathered by Dallas, and it goes back to Tim Hardaway Jr. at the top. But watch Landry Shamet here. He stays in perfect position to defend this. As Hardaway makes his move, he's going to end up rising up, and Shamet stays locked right in and forces the miss on this long-range attempt. Yet again, fight over screens. Shamet does it. Back screen by Luka Doncic. Watch what Shamet does. spins around it, goes right down into the paint, stays level with Tim Hardaway Jr., doesn't fall for the shot fake, and when Hardaway Jr. goes up, Shamet's there to properly contest this and force yet another miss. All right, here we go. Yet another job by Landry Shamet to not get influenced by the screen and to stay in position. Dorian Finney-Smith screens. Shamet's going to go over the top of it. Zubats in drop coverage. Hardaway hard plants in order to get Shamet to go right past him. Shamet stops, gives another good contest, and forces yet another Tim Hardaway Jr. miss. Beautiful. This is our final play, and yes, he does give up a basket, but there's still great process here. Another screen on a handoff. Shamet's going to get right over the top. And watch what he does. Switches right into Maxi Kleber flawlessly. Another handoff. Watch how Shamet's going to switch back onto Tim Hardaway Jr. Nothing is lost here. This is perfect stuff from Landry Shamet so far. As Hardaway goes to drive, Shamet keeps his body level in order to detract Hardaway from getting an easy look. And as Hardaway goes up, this is a very tough shot by Tim Hardaway, and he makes it. Landry Shamet was perfect this night.